everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here because today I'm making 3 kinds of Christmas cookies. I love getting ahead and baking some Christmas cookies ahead of time so that we can pull them out of the freezer whenever we want them, but also I like to give them as gifts. So I'm making 3 kinds of cookies. The first is a white chocolate and cranberry cookie with one dough, and then with a second dough I'm going to split that into chocolate orange cookies and fudge and chocolate cookies. They are so delicious. So I'm just going to get started. I've got my coffee, my Christmas coffee cup, and I've got my apron on, and I'm so excited to get on and do some Christmas cooking today. So first let's get started with the white chocolate and cranberry cookies. This is from the Nigella Christmas book. Please don't worry if you can't keep up, because I will make sure that I put all of the recipes down below for you to follow. So first of all, I've obviously got my scales ready and my bowl, and I'm going to be putting in 150 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 75 grams of rolled oats. And I'm just going to give that a stir and put it to one side. So I'm going to be using my stand mixer for this. I've taken the bowl off and I'm going to be adding 125 grams of soft butter. To that I'm going to add 100 grams of caster sugar and 75 grams of light brown sugar. And then I'm going to mix it in my mixer for a couple of minutes until it is really creamy. To the mixer, I'm going to add 1 egg and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I then add the flour mixture to the bowl and beat it again. To the bowl, I then add 75 grams of dried cranberries and 150 grams of white chocolate chips, but I like to use a bar of chocolate that I cut up into chunks. You then gently fold the white chocolate and the cranberry into the mixture. I then take balls of the mixture, and I like using a tablespoon measuring spoon, and just take roughly a tablespoon of the cookie dough, roll it into your hands in a ball and place them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. And then I'm going to bake them in the oven for about 15 minutes at 180 degrees. So next I am going to make the chocolate orange cookies and the fudge and chocolate cookies, and I'm going to be using one dough but make 2 flavours, so this is so quick. I'm using a recipe that I have used for years. I had made a video about it a long time ago when Emily, she helped me, and she was about 4, maybe 5, bless her heart. So if you get a minute, I'll link it in the description box below. Just forgive the quality because it was a long time ago, but it's adorable, and I'm using that recipe. And so again, I will put that in the description box. I'll put the recipe in the description box below. You're going to need 250 grams of softened butter, 160 grams of light brown sugar, 140 grams of caster sugar, and then beat it in the mixture for about 2 minutes. I add 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then mix again for 2 minutes. Then I'm adding the dry ingredients. I'm adding 450 grams of sifted plain flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. Then I'm just going to fold everything together, and I'm using my Christmas spatula that a really good friend of mine bought for me, but to be honest, I think it might be a bit small. Might not be up to the task. Let's see how I get on. I've finally managed to fold in all the flour, and now I'm going to split this into 2 bowls so that I can make the 2 flavours of the cookies. Right, so I've separated these out. I've got 2 batches of dough. Now the first one I'll do in this bowl, and that's going to be the chocolate orange ones. Now, I've taken the chocolate orange segments. They usually come like this. They were the mini segments. And I've cut them in half because I think that sort of size piece is big enough. And it was the Terry's chocolate orange minis. Now, just let me know, do you have these in your part of the world? I know I've got some lovely subscribers in Australia. Do you have Terry's chocolate orange? And what about in America? Just let me know, leave me a comment and let me know if you have these. For me, I absolutely love chocolate orange. We always have to have one in our house over Christmas. So I do hope, or if you can get hold of these, just try it. Oh my gosh, delicious. So for the chocolate orange batch, I'm also going to add the zest of an orange. And then I am going to add the chocolate orange slices. I am going to keep a few back because I'm basically going to push them into the cookies when I put them in balls. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So like the white chocolate and cranberry cookies, I'm going to form these into balls. I'm just going to use my little tablespoon scooper just to make that easier. Now when I have got them all ready on the baking sheet, what I like to do then is just take some pieces of the chocolate orange and just stud them in, and it doesn't matter if they are even sticking up like that, the more the better. So where I've got some visible, that's fine, but it's just for the ones where I can't see any chocolate. So the last flavour that I'm going to be doing is the fudge and milk chocolate. Oh my word. So basically I bought some fudge and I've cut it up into sort of small little chunks. Oh my goodness, and some bits of chocolate. So again, like I did with the chocolate orange cookies, I'm going to mix some in, but I'm just going to keep a little bit back just to push into the cookies at the end. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to break up the bits of fudge as well as I go because they are quite sticky. So I'm just going to fold that in, and I am going to roll out the cookies in exactly the same way as I did the chocolate orange cookies, and I am going to bake them in the oven again for about 10 minutes. Oh, these have just come out the oven. Oh my goodness, they look completely amazing. I'm really glad that I put the little extra bits of the chocolate orange in the top. But can you see that? Ooh. You know, the chocolate is all just a little bit melty right now. This is probably the absolute perfect time to eat them. But I'm going to have to stop myself. Look at those cookies. So here are the finished cookies, and oh my goodness, they're so gorgeous. I must say, with the chocolate and the fudge ones, what I wish I'd done is actually pulled them out about 2 minutes before the end and just pushed a few bits of fudge in, because it's actually, some of it has gone or it's sunk into the cookie. So I wish I'd done that, but I will definitely put that into the recipe and in the description box just to explain that. And here they are. I've just wrapped them up into a little bag for one of my daughter's helpers at school. Very simple, just a little clear bag, a bow and a little bit of twine. I love using baker's twine with my presents. I'm just trying the white chocolate and cranberry. That is really good. Thank you for joining me today. If you end up making any of these, can you just leave me a comment and just let me know? I'd love to know which ones you make and whether you like them, but I can't see how you couldn't like these. These are so nice. But anyway, I've really enjoyed cooking these today and bringing you along with me because it's been lovely company. And if you're not a subscriber, then please subscribe. I would love to have you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I can't film that again because I'm going to eat the whole cookie.